We have lawyer Frimpong Anokye here. Lawyer, good morning. Now, what is saying? And so today we celebrate icons and all of that from the northern part of our beautiful country. And since Rocky Dauni and Samini are on stage, shall we begin from there?
Yes.
Yes.
I love beginning from there.
Yeah, okay.
Say some debachi.
Oh, debachi, aye.
Yeah, Etienne say, your friend is saying, Rocky Dauni is one of the greatest musicians, not only Ghana, but Africa has produced. In fact, he is a 3 times Grammy Award nominee, the only Ghanaian to have attained that record. Na sa nyumi ya yebo ya, what is it? Okay, in Ghana, no. Also, Obama or mine when we were celebrating our 40th independence anniversary, 50th independence anniversary. Na wosha eje ekoriasi babia, and people thought it was a resurrected Bob Marley. Until from that moment, you know, and the man edin for say Ghana's Bob Marley. We are no everywhere. Northerners are contributing to music papa in Ghana. I remember when we were growing up, there was a famous band from the north called Apes International, you know, and one of the greatest musicians there, I still remember, was Christy Azuma. Or also everywhere, there was another lady, Lady Talata. I'm so what in you Yara
kuzoku chinkafa muzomu chinkafa.
Very good.
Like
children come and eat
rice. Yes.
Yeah. She was with the Sweet Beans band.
Okay.
And was also a great musician. And Samini is from the north, and all these traditional what do you call xylophone players. In fact, xylophone is now in almost every Ghanaian music, and it originates from the north. So I believe that they've contributed a lot in terms of music as a heritage.
All right, thank you so much. But we're celebrating Ghana's 67th birthday. And in the spirit of that, Nanka me per se, you share nordness, one contribution, towards Ghana's attainment of independence.
Before say about you started entertainment.
Entertainment
sports.
Okay, Yemra sports.
And me must say, Black Stars selection. Whether it is Junior Black Stars, from Starlet, Satellite, Meteors, Deo, Winya, Northerners. What you say? So it means from time immemorial. Even the Kumasi Sports Stadium is named after a northerner. From time immemorial,
Baba Yara.
Yeah, they have contributed to Ghana's sports development. Now, the most remarkable one, Ubetumaka Wuntumen Free was them. And the Ayu family. You know, we had Kwame Ayu, Sola Ayu, and their elder brother, Abedi Pele Ayu. And then he also has these children, Rahim Ayu, Dede Ayu, and Jordan Ayu. Just a bushia, nipa ensia.
Football dynasty.
Womunina abo Black Stars national team, no? Epen.
Yeah.
Be a better pants and the BSC, VSC Wimo. Maybe before ya na, no ma binti their records, diagro. Ya pay hukura asem. But to have 3 children playing for the national team.
From 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
And about Emma
so abebobi. And yeah, easy say we are say obi betuma biti record we say. But yeah dey and ye bibia didi agro. Now come to talk about Abedi Pele himself. I read Encyclopedia of Football in 1991, and it says you see a big photo of Abedi Pele, and it underneath is written the man who sold African football in Europe until Abedi Pele. Now, Abrofon, they were very skeptical about African players playing in Europe. Then this young man, you know, was recruited, and everybody knows what he did for several teams in the world, including Marseille.
Lawyer, before you go on, would you state here categorically, say, it was Abedi Pele who spearheaded this new crop of players? As I say, no, you can't look at a European team without seeing a black in there. Would you say Abedi Pele brought this to
That is an African player. It was Abedi Pele Ayew. Pele Ayew of Ghana. Abedi Pele Ayew of Ghana, who joined the national team at the age of 16. He was the second youngest person to have joined the national team. The first one was Mohamed Polu of Accra Hasufuk. The Brazilian Pele, a world record at the age of 15. And then in the case of Ghana, Abedi was that time, you know, na football age in Nenya Mai. So na football age in Abanko Bachelor so we 14 because you did just in the share na the na no Usakura oni omo eko African Cup 1982 in Libya omukoko winning, and he was the first African player also to have won the African Cup, Africa's best player three times on the trot. From 1992, 93, 94. He's a celebrated player in Europe during his time. Always the best 11 players. Nidin Ebem. And the problem is at the time, one call World Cup. So now we can move to another.
So let's look at their history a little.
Their history. When you go to the north, it's good that we clarify things. Obihu Northerners, he describes them, say, Omunyina ye nkramofo, that every northerner is a Muslim, and yet nokre. Almost to say yeah. And we have different groups of people over there. We have very centralized societies there, such as the Dagomba, Mamprusi, Nanumba, whose brothers are the Mosi people of Burkina Faso. And that kingdom was founded. It used to be a single kingdom founded by the famous Nagbewa. Ache ntionone mano omu kingdoms endi me yakola ketwa ne be p4 na me hu book bi and me read here bema mbepe history. I spoke about Tohazie the Red Hunter, and that's a short history about Tohazie who visited a certain village. They didn't have water because there was a bull scaring everybody. The bull was spiritual, and then Tohazie was able to kill the bull, and everybody hailed him. From that moment, I started loving the history, and especially the history of the northern people. The most famous northerner when it comes to history. Will be Sumaila Ndewura Japa. But before I go to Sumaila Ndewura Japa, I was talking about the fact that they have different groups over there. We have acephalous societies there, you know, states that were not or are not centralized, like the Konkomba people and then the Kusasi people. We also have Akans in the north. They are the Chokosi people, you know, Chokosi people whose capital is, they live with the... Oh, sorry. Chokosi for Akan for. Okay. That Akan group are north. It is who say, Obi a Chokosi ni free north or ye Okeniba. Then we also have Guans. Guanfoye wa Aquapim. I be wa Winiba. Aheya efutu ewutu no me pa cha omunuanom no gonjafo ene sisalafo nti President Mahama oye Gwan a onuanom ne akwapemfo onuanom ene Winiba.
I think one day we'll get into that history. Then akanfo be enough.
Omukro na mpesa mebodi Chiraponi. Okay. And we have several groups there. Okay. They are like us, we are also like them. Then, any relationship, no. Ache ye pa, inti se, obi segregate, and I say, eba no wa ebone, and say, I can't fool ni my dear friend Batakari, ni him. But when we say, there's something he see a kunyaswa, ne war dress no ocean. Ya de Batakari na dia na santifo mu efre Batakari kase achimfo the same omu kwakon obi acha Batakari won say akanfo ntoma no eye senya mika ye ntoma kente and untume mfa ntoma enko battlefield nti ekwa akanfo kunyina no, especially those Akans in the hinterland, like the Denchra, Adanse, Asen.
Like any run off for number buyen. Omega said they can offer some so ye I can phone come.
And sir, but I carry no with the cocoon. I am from the north, so we are giving credit to them.
Okay.
A Feminka in Deura Japa.
Okay.
In Deura Japa in the 1620s, he flourished. He was originally no free Monday. Monday will mean Guinea, Senegal, Mali area. Ena Okoya Bedru Ghana. Na Okwanka, a very vast area of land, and ne Yehusa land in Togo, Benin, and the northern part of Ghana. Your friend Gonja, and Nankwa region, a friend Savannah region.
Okay. Yeah, Papa no ena or that's
but I know no cry.
Maybe sir, and you know that Obi photo.
And say Sambreno. Na eyi mai photography MI nti so be a chese mfoni na nipa no boa say artwork dem
artwork
say we anya artwork
it looks like a photo
just a photo I will completely discount that
okay
obi ni mfoni time on wo net say o say tutu ne opoku aritam ye ni sa for no photo nti nipo yes ade o mo sense sa na nya no ono no confer that vast area of land nti so we show me say a single individual out to me establish an empire with the biggest chunk of land a Gonja Hene Sumala in Deura Japa. Yan can some more Gonja for Abaso say there was somebody called Alhaji Ibn Muhammad and then Troya or Tro Editor Hono, what I say in about 1737. Ebe yeah the first of my way a dish out to me then in sa a tro. Ngoma ede eto ho nipa ne ye friend say gonjani every wa esremfo as a whole a play role big role papa ewo oman we say mu maybe now na ye heritage month no ye betumi de akọ independence time no
nti role omo play in a for ye mfa hodie so ebi boa Kwame Nkrumah enu so ye ni nyina ho nkomo sa
Bibi biye ni wa oman ne ye ya oman fa bi enka ho oman fa bi enka ho. Now to start with the year 1925 thereabout ena papa Governor Gogginsberg okwane nam esiremu ho na oduru ho no ena nkwala na ewo primary schools no omoto British anthem no ede kire no and no more recite poems no ma omo eye no Gogginsberg nwa say na nkola we ede no omunim sa anyansa no ene enwoma no wonim oba ye no ano ana oba be tro say omei you started education no infante Cape Coast area within a short time no more produce a lawyer for any your friends said doctor for engineers businessmen why
politicians
bibia omuni edidi CSA na force yema yi capital no e de call Accra enne mo sign the education be ma not for na not for nyanya education area abrofo ye be fa hin
na te omuntumi ni nonkodwane bi mu ana asede
nonkodwane de atwam dada
okay.
Now it's still a good question you ask because you see a testing one they realize the people were stronger than Southerners and also they were disease resistant.
I think that is true even in recent times.
So ben wa obo so bibia omudini natural. So omunkodi ewom so omunyan na ntwe ne nwan ne mponche omunkunkum bi ni o. Omudi hahama nti se wo ni ma obesere wo na nyankopon de onim se eno na o create di ma nipa ye fo se ye nhada enwenam nti sa no ma ne ma won ahode an Southerners no enibi nti wo mu hia saafo ne de aye adwuma nti ye hwe ye ni amfa school anko. So I will tell you that education was completely frozen there. Brani na yes how into a friend imaginary boundary between the north and the south to the extent that as at 1956 northerners etumia produce one graduate pe Alasan Banzaba Salma Vakot ne papa
Salma Vakot ni ana already news or
GBC no be any no ne papa only the first graduate from the north nti na kyerɛ sɛ ya suppress wɔn akyɛ sɛ wɔn so bi akɔ school a ɛyɛ kakra bi wɔn tumi ba training colleges wɔ down ɛsɛ na nte saa form for livers ɛnu mpo gye sɛ south ha na ne nyinaa akyi no na nkurɔfoɔ n'ani ɛɛdene wɔn na ɛte Northern People's Party ɛyɛ Simon Dear Dombo ɛna ɔno nya nyansa ɔno ne J. Brahma ɛne Alhaji Yakubu Tale ɛmu mu friends ya na Tedam ɛne CK Tedam mo adwene ɛba wɔn tirim ne sɛ sabrofo ama wɔn mo anya education na South ha de sisi schools yɛnya graduates bebree a yɛgye fa ahodi a wɔn ho bɛkyere wɔn efisɛ kanina ne yɛsom broni no ɛnɛ de ɔba abɛsom bibini nti SG Dombo nete party Northern People's Party to protect not the interests of Northerners. Na no so na after the 1954 election no abrofo no hu say parties na ya tete na apart from Convention People's Party no asante for the NLM matem ho na voter trans voter Togoland Party SG Anto so person omu kwadwan ne Togoland enkranfo gashifi mekwe so omu pamo ahoho efria no the Muslims Association Party si Christopher in the end abrofo no hu say there was no unity here nti na see akeka parties no ebom nti ma ya passe emrebi Avoidance of Discrimination Act and for so small parties mo kan bom na abrofo no one yen say sanchichemu no da so wa ye nya fa ahodie da so nkroma ekọ north ho ekọ campaign ye say mo boa me na meje fa ahodie a education ma enya mo problem be ma mo free education nti sanya SG Dombo our Northern People's Party and nkroma ni ameresa na batakari no so nkroma edije fa ahodie no obi enim say mfiri Accra and mfiri Kumasi free north and the moment he wore it to declare independence, it became an international wear for black people. And to this day, the batakari or smock is Ghana's national dress.
All right. For any lawyer, you have Frimpong Anokye na din komo na. Assembly a lawyer nkasa kan ya. Me pese me kan. O si Kwame Nkrumah free prison no. No was a shirt. Na shirt ni mu nyina ye fin into wo hini bi. Answer near the break, no. Not meaning so in later research, Mama said it was an ordinary person from the Upper West region, the Laura area. Okay. And now, who said that I go for prison neighbor. I will not only no cotus. And in any panel at the coffee, and no ye natare, Batakari the man. It is a Batakarina Kwame Nkrumah de J. Fahudino. You did declare independence. I did declare independence. At long last. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but lawyer bet was so my not just say one sad dress in there by a shirt near Shabata career goes no. Every mistake is a news. For you try one some our quababim. All right, and here kono you wrap up on the history. Now we can come in Nkrumah PFE prison. Who's the ordinary person being a din in Batakari man? And no, they could declare independence. Yeah, it is a Batakarina Osheno. A ordinary people Batakari. So we do not our Batakari are him for Eshe. It is na actually omo aye omo adwen so omo ma Kwame Nkrumah on na bia nka beya ne to say yabon wura gonja hene ehye ana say yana modie ni bi na we de a ordinary one kra na o cherish your buy no de besie nti no na o share ye de je fa hodi won say Kwame Nkrumah so throughout his life no share cheddar and that day no o share cheddar na o share no e prison na ye de no to o share fort na opie no ke egbedema eye eche bi dema na ya chro animu PG prison graduate nti o kai prison mienu no nti ne ehia wo asem we mu se esremfo and no dedicate independence in the man atare no share. Okay, so we've done the history. Let's look at the northern heritage. Na fe yemra ni petitru bia ebetumi anope yabo wan ba. Oh, northern heritage there me minim say ye promote no ma bi pa nko aduane efe ne tuo zafi no obie nim say eye so delicious Ghana ni bia epe na la mi bisa wa mu petrol zafi no me ni je hu pa say me say Ghana ni bia say na o kan Ghana ni bia nti na mi busa Ghana ni bia epe just obi a ompe aduane aye memene obi a ompe na open na ye minute say ofufuo ne banku ne dia and you also love TZ and na sa guinea fowl no I confirm
the anya in hono e one thing I say ye ni ba ho na say ya ye nie ya nka betima export to meska de bebre no nka e be chain cocoa ni gold kura na the third one e pito omo ensa na omo ye de millet e no onim say generally champion time o set up factory wo ho a na Ghana ye pito ye turn stores ye export bi na company ni den the Tiger Pito.
Wow.
In the 70s. So these are things constituting their heritage.
All right, so we've done Abedipele, Yaka Sports. Let's look at Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers.
Dr. Adena Umfa Yankwechiri Kakramo.
Yava Unkwechiri.
To say Mrs. Susan Al-Hassan.
Okay.
Ono ye obi a 1960. Oko Parliament. Na oko Parliament 60 no. 1961. And obey cabinet minister. A minister for social welfare in Ghana. Na mami we say yenya ye ni minister.
Okay.
Pacha onu ni no yo ba kokko pa.
Ni ho fe pa.
Samre na black and white ntanka obo say kokko. Onna me ka say ni kunu ne first northern graduate Alasan Bansaba.
Okay.
Mami we no ye ni minister 1961. Record o ye ya obi antimi ntwam say apart from being the first woman cabinet minister in Ghana, she was also the first black cabinet minister in the whole of the Commonwealth. Bibini Oba, the first black cabinet minister who was a female, I mean qualifying this, a female, because now cabinet ministers from Canada, India, before we had our independence, Australia, Nemum Oba Bien no yet to your friend is saying in the Commonwealth, Obab Odi can be a cabinet minister apart from Yama Mui. Until a record will be intimate finish. What's
Yanshasi and Fiat Dr. Hila Liman and Sukakre?
And Dr. Hila Liman, 1979 Constitution, Third Republic, Obey President Yitu Nabengu, 31st December 1981. And also the first person from the north, Obabeye. Omampeni ewa ha nti ono no twa esa edemo omu akani na onya mmae no na wonim say the divide between the north and south abrofo no e create in it na ebufu pa say okani medi president na esremini na oba ebedi enso nyankopon eye ne say overwhelmingly omani na etoma no Emma Dr. Hila Liman ebeye omampeni on the ticket of the People's National Party. Enuntina anya den say Mahama so eba no kabedi Haman.
Kamika say ye ka president for the yen ka Mahama.
So make icons
in part.
Yan common here dini icons. Ya de obi nye bida.
Obi nye bida.
Okay. Ya bia na to say Bawumia to me be ye president or be icon because ye nya Muslim as a president in Ghana da.
Okay.
And we are talking history.
Okay.
Mahama den nye historic.
Nye historic.
David.
All right. And yen share
Menka so nya de but mekan ya obi nye bida. To say footballers are not a producer.
Yeah.
Because on the whole of Africa 3 times Africa is best. It is Anna May.
Oh, yeah. And the answer Dr. Ibn Chambers.
Ibn Chambers, honestly, they are highly iconic. He's a celebrity. And it's a only Ghanaian Odi Kain, ECOWAS, your friend say, executive secretary. Ofri Wano, or Babaye president, they said they are president of ECOWAS. Ofri one fancy ho. Osanko Africa, Caribbean and the Pacific Association of Countries. Kokoye executive secretary. Ofri Wanoko United Nations as a special advisor to the UN Secretary General in charge of West Africa and the Darfur. The civil wars in 3 African countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Ivory Coast. He was the chief negotiator towards peace. Into which was a Ghanaian. And he also worked locally, a university lecturer, or a lawyer, political scientist, an administrator, and then a diplomat. He was also a politician, no a MP for Bimbila, and Obabeye deputy minister for education, in charge of higher education, or Sambeye deputy minister for foreign affairs. If a President Kofoba and piano to the international level, or GDR, and to say Kofi Annan everywhere. This man is arguably Ghana's greatest diplomat.
All right, Yenra Asre,
Juma school, our choir, no one can have been
okay.
Or Confansipim school, O level, no, yeah, A level or Tamale secondary school. Because a Mimi school, no choir, Kumase High and secondary St. John's. No one can come one, a baby.
Okay, yeah, that's the lawyer. All right, into Yansha Asre, Juma, now there's this canal Minina. Somewhere, Yenny on so
asaf on there, nipa hopa. Now, Canal Minila, Abra, or no, and a developer Eastern region pa, or generally champon, no, it is a Kwame Nkrumah, I won't free him, or Don Krumah be and Krumah ye biana, or ye now just say, or Betwaso. Nte, send a nam Krumah ye regional ministers are. A corona woofree, so no my baby a woofy non found to or two different region. Sanya Baya, Memfan is away infantini. Near your central regional minister. What was a central region was saying any danger nature for ne a futunia gonna ne others wo. Into be a na why discrimination kakra. Into champon ye and say baby a woofy na one or do better. Into papa free Navrongo, Lieutenant Colonel George Minila, and Odin Bay Eastern Regional Minister. Na papay a serious reforms so we so almost see dying rough our Eastern region crankers be a sebio zongo now a middle of the town it is a what will be back when you miss as I see for a mantem go baby anya feno or see mpianko gu a kronechi and or no this are reforms in about Eastern region na koforudia de udu ho cry wo menila street wo oyi slums ni nyina every middle of the town and oko create new township at the ema ho to where you be a who can the development of the Eastern region what do you say me be obi of Eastern region madam for lawyer be lawyer mesana na ne call SDA and your friend say sakode and another lawyer Josiah umienu ya chimfo omka say lawyer asam na ka hwe na we amfi Colonel Minyilo meanwhile they are not from the north and it shows how the man is revered in the Eastern region. Now we are not so everywhere in the army. The northern people are producing the most dedicated people more than any group. We share Kwame Nkrumah, the army commander, near friend Major General Mohammed Bawa. Na sa papa we no during the 1966 coup, omukum ni bodyguards ni nyina na 7. Omudru ni fie. Say before say obeye coup mana successful, say utumi subdue the high ranking of the army. Je duru papa we ho no ayekum ni bodyguards no. Afrifa na yes awo. Ana obisa no say ubaba bedi yachi easily. Announce say what da so edi Kwame Nkrumah echi. You don't have much time. Not you, no. So my aim is to defend the republic and the constitution of Ghana. So if through that I would die, I don't have any problem. So now it has become historic that he was the martyr of the first republic and the defender of the constitution. Before then, now another northerner, Tama Ametewi. Attempting say obobo Kwame Nkrumah to e wo Flagstaff House no e ye not the nabi e na de ne nkwato from a man your friend Salifu Dagati to do tema committee 1 and there is Salifu Dagati Street committee 2 Salifu Dagati Street e wo ho nti e be fan say northerners aye bi pa so we can't forget Colonel Zanlerigu Flagstaff House onu so to me defend ya kosi mra na tudroni ni bibia esaye just because he wanted to protect the 1960 constitution of Ghana. It is a ka esremfo a ahanu ni entire year of significance to me no and say in the 1966 school no enye ferry enye suro CIA America agia to me say omo ana ye ku no to Nkrumah ministers ni mpedifo
notness no
CIA, Central Intelligence Agency
in the US,
America.
Yes.
Now they were able to persuade Nkrumah's ministers, including on one fear for no more trusty woman. Yina, Omo Jitum na Omo said that and say on to Kwanko Hanwe, no copper qualify for Nobel Peace Prize when the Russian embassy had warned him Masamanenko, President Nasser, Onwane, the security went here because all the trusted ministers, near one minister, CIA infiltrated almost on what was only the northerners. And na omujina nkromachi intinde ku no yekum wo mu yepa nti se mredu se ye heritage asem ewo match ya se ye yisremfo di sinchan ne ye bo won abaso
yepa ye ka sasem ne bedu ba bi ne Kwame Nkrumah e de Ghana koko akuafo sika wo ka say the Godisberg he saw how intelligent and wise these people were, and he deprived them of education. Kwame Nkrumah ka say, "Yeah, more free education." Na ye di koko ekuafo sika. Ebedu bebi do see in tokwa by. Would you say we have reaped good dividend from that sika na Kwame Nkrumah?
But you say, "I na find a Northerners award." Award. You reap more than necessary.
Would you say it was a good decision by
it was a good decision because as Nkrumah saw it, omu opposed at that time, Ashanti region. You can't Ashanti at that time, na bono ka huntima mo you won free. Now they were the leading producer region of cocoa in Ghana. To know say na yes can education stream for this is school at down now we officer voter dam near no. Unim Crawford say wo mo japade ni wo ni nipa and na oil and gas. Unim say friends man eba. Bisa what have they gained out of that? Bibia and manganese free neba, bauxite free neba. Everybody is contributing. Now even the cocoa industry no. Na yesrem for ni labor industry. Asante no they were no wabesi down wo Kumasi no tim. And now what create adibi in the economical cocoa nhasuni. Only ya northerner. So the man in patch or may be a contributing BB. Now your question is a yieldy dividend. The first one was that some Nkrumah ma on free education now. Unkofoni should take advantage man there. Umabe a creative for new grabafua. Inka they would have become robbers. Sir, nipa no ni education. When you can or it won't put it. By now no civil war na see Nigeria no. When we say Nigeria didn't have that. Ajena na Nkrumah wono enti northern people no enko school and it's still no more education home faswa ekuebu efe Boko Haram. Do you know the meaning of Boko Haram?
And they don't want Western education.
Very good book Boko aya Kausa language for book aya evil aya haram. Wow. Just last week, kidnap school for so easily. Wow. Na nam's education in Bar one almost producing the Pabi and why been Dr. Liman yeke, Ebini Mahama, okay, Bini Baumia, position B and was South in a B, a whole do be that until Omunia I pet and that distinction be in him. It was a great investment. Thanks be to Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Eya minim say yebusa won nsem ni ayen yepese yebusa. Na mum de pa na da wakoma so a opese Ghana fo ma ye remfi afei nso wa no asem opese wo de ka kire esremfo.
Yes rem ko pese me ka kire o man ni. Ene say o man bia na nsa na wo betum pono no. Ade a obo ade de che o Nyankopon de che o eno na wo develop first ansa na wa ye. Wan ko sa ade no ho a enye ye. There was a vast area of land from Volta and then from Bono up to the north. That was mining fan yashi.
Area bokwa.
Yam fan yashi inti sanka by now. And there was a more if cashew, if any millet as state Nuara Eden who I Jim. Yes, you see dams to send a present in maybe because one district, one dam. No. See to me, yes, sir, Adiana, a babuama. Young northern boys and girls no be kaya ye push truck ha ya na enye because sabi on kebinin ba be lawyer for etese me asene me
what for da Kuman junction ha ahomachida anasa anadwo wafa ho from Konkopea kosi wafa ho anadwo da
mani nche dan ho adekura wo kan
wo se be film
okay
ma kaya you may they are there in their hundreds no mo de da kwambo any stores anim na nam se me bank temuninti from 4:30 basically Uber not still no mother
until we no wabisa who say is it her fault say odaho the fault is the countries ya o minor forms and they say so what create the whole north and we don't need industrialization when we are not industrialized. No more basic things like agriculture ye wo state farms te sane ankroma create no e wo ho a sa akwala no bi anka otete eyi wo ho abosom so ayetua neka no ma no ofiri ho abedi power nkran sansan wa tontoma ba kono o ma ha ni parents su be ye adwuma papa e nti ni parents nye adwuma papa e wo nkro da na wo mba eba ehese eno ne ade ampesa me ka kire o man we are not utilizing the north. We are not utilizing the north.
So the way forward, what I say, ka ye ma ye niko agribusiness home. Eno na say what can
akwa
nka ye hu kaya
cashew ne dawa any enku no. Do you know say the best enku a ye
this product?
Ye di ye wo wiase nyina. I was in London and some other cities. Na companies no mu ye enku no. Ubon say ya truck ase go kitwa bi with share butter from Ghana.
Fine.
Nti me hu ana me yema hye me say na don't know mine no industrialize side we need take advantage of it no mo better no sopi from individuals eho nti over to the whole country
obi say na mo san kofo we come mama mu free education mo wo mpanimfo a eye normal wo Ghana you can politics e bi na in the army doctors ni ade why don't they come together to create some private and enterprises there would you say
can some we say bia from so kese no adenti kwawfo standing as individual ethnic groups no wodi won sika bomu a bia omunuanum asantefo na bia ombeto won tribe bia ni ho a meminim kwawfo bi ko no kwa ni sika kura chain all the tribes no as individuals wo musika wo ma kan bomu hina and bia as I say Ashanti ko wo muso ni Ashanti nipa baako. Now the question is that adentina ubisa won say individual bi et say enzimani ba mospaka ono wetin mediema ye ono nko a na kwawuo nka omuntumi nkambom na omunye omutim kwa united ye what you say adentina nka mfantefo enkambom na omunya wantim adentina achimfo ase so omu na di akonwe omunya be I mean you can't asrobia ne interest say esemfoni nyina kambomu a are you saying say omu interest ne say omu into agriculture e wo bia ne adwope I'm advising the country as a country say one yes ade ne na mmoa oman no na sase na wo no eso abamfaso say ne say base you two oil and gas e wo western region obi so beka say na share better na oman no export wouldn't sika de breye eno na meka ho say na individuals no omu ka enka magana individuals bia nka mo ne ento plane you can say make a commercial plane about Dubai in US. You can mom to top last line.
That's cat and it's a penny for produce so much. You can't come together
because we
make the north better.
So nim economics intra say as to be an interest and the two. Even all of you some interest here one. Next I will establish a company kasiye bako agro-based enterprise bako na ba cost $500 million no what be so won say individuals no I will be a seeker $100,000 no mo kambo mo mbedru himfa nti that argument in the place memfa mo bi enka ho say
la answer na be ko no o ka say gonjafo omunuanom e wo gwan
omunuanom ye
gwans ye ho no ti ho kakra bi because I want to take that away here ya na nkofo bi so mu den we enta for sebe Madam Amofanche se me kan rosa o ntafo de we mu de ka ehon kakra na fe ye wonfoni bi epese ye de kiro
gonjas na mpese mu se o ka tribes in Ghana ye categorize wo nti se o ka akana ye wasantifo ogom ye wa kwapem ye wo asin de transema asefhine emfante ne bono ana wo ka gwan nso a started from one ho gwan eye gonja aha na sisala fonso ye gwan mofo eye gwan ntwumuru eye gwan na your friend say bebre oti for almost all of them eye gwan then wo ba central region efutu senya omu ye gwan asebu mawure omu nyina ye gwan wote ase na bonafo ayifo no kentampofo no mo omu se ye gwan na eastern region akwapemfo omu a efi awukugwa konfa no chikrom ho omu se ye gwan.
And so the next time you are tempted to look down on anybody from the north, you have to think again. You could actually be doing it to your own brother or sister. Lawyer is advising the country to take advantage of the vast land available in the north to build big industry, especially where the agro-business sector is concerned. So our girls and beautiful women with babies and children on the streets would go back to the north because they have something else to do. We have something to show Lawyer this morning. Proudly Ghanaian. All right, Lawyer. And then Ibusa Ghana for say in the spirit of Ghana Month or Heritage Month, where you're doing. Lawyer Ibusa.
No, me feel sank because all the xylophone. Young Quara and never found a Dauta. You saw on Tisse Kutadin for Frodia. There will be a Bohumia, Dauta. Okay, and in a bar. Obi friend, I think I'm forcing Mongo, Obisi a Tonton Sansign. Needing Pie Dauta. Needing Pie a twin a. There will twin gong. Okay. Them say kind of gong. Sociology forces science and can gong near kind of gong. Until you almost someone. And it's sad near train was school said gong bitter and it's wrong. Yeah, sociology for now. Into gong said there be a all right. Lawyer, I'm saying you're Ghana Month theme. The first time you came here, not your bread, you know, a brand new nation. You will bear 2 minutes be. For one of December etuja in this whole independence celebrating 67 years and Ghana Month and all of that. Nafi adebu ha ayro huye pa and say o man yentum come mom say your mind back. Wo kọ eya o man ye twa ye ho ahia nyina so mu di afufi dasania ye dia wo behu se wo man pani biara and obi bia waye bia ma oman emre nu du asa amre na omu ekai no. In the case of Ghana, free time me nyinia, I didn't see the 60s, but the 70s na me hu ya besi enno. Near me hu ya ne say so man pani bi or in na political parties bia amanyoku bi na te akonwa so na eduru da bi say na so omu ye bibi te say amanyoku a wo mo pekwa me nkroma asem na nemre so wo mu dia Ombobo ni din sa se edane na ye different people a onu momo kwaje ne fa ndo obi e mo ni din na omuso epe nkroma asem omuso wire befi dankwa ne grant mo ne ade omuso epe Rollins asem ne pacho emwa obi a wo bedi ye nso pen no so ye enwom bia se dedeba kokoba ni dedeba wo mu ina ye krobofo ma enti that unity no Moma nemra hwe enche bia obohu saa 25 September na eduru ha aban ne beyi nani ato baby kra omfa ne ho njim na mom edu so called Founders Day na oman ne de ne ho aban ne de ne ho agim mpacha obi ehunu na mwa obi a yesesa mampa ne to ne bedi na opese dabi wonso ye kaiwa ya ye bi famma ne odi wanim na ya kaiwo bi mpa ne awo ye ne no wo ye dan wonto ne a odi wanim no but ne obetimi aya ne say wo be praise ne odi wanim no papa bi e friend Joseph of Arimathea yakum Yesu no ntima ankoje no oni sa ahode no but oye bibi kase pa de ma no yakum ne to ho wi o mo fa body no enya hwe bi mu na mu ne nya hwe no at least oba beje kokorai nti na yebo Yesu Kristo din a yebo Joseph of Arimathea din ya yenkai wo mu aye bi amaye nya wo mu efiri enzimanko ahantanko anasefia ana mfante anasantenko hwa santefo observe your friend say Sagranti war na ebinum so ye JB danko ye dabi ye sanke ye nyina observe na ye no mfa entumi nko different time ne yakan ho abom as one country. That's what I want to say. JB danko kraka ye kase ye kanu kranka o man fa hudi nsensem no enka o man hu baby but you want the nya ho asem ne ye kan but then minim sa but then you was a great academic. Yes, great academic. Sagranti war no a national thing ananke e was ye nyina de ye hunjim ebusanfo ye brena so ye na lawyer ya Frimpong Anokye say ene oni abedin komo afa icons from the northern region ene ye din komo